Starting.
Okay. Are we live?
Yeah.
And we're live.
Yes.
We're here.
You've actually been live.
I'm Thomas from Believe in the Run.
And I'm Robbie from Believe in the Run.
And what are we doing?
Being statues in front of the camera.
And it's time for the drop.
Episode 7. And we think this time's the charm.
Yeah.
Lucky 7.
Listen to that audio. Look at that visual. Get excited.
Yes. If you're excited.
It says bad stream.
Well, is it... As long as it's coming through.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably just... Anyways.
Yeah.
But let us know on your end how we're looking, how we're sounding.
Could it be that Megan has her phone on and that's what's dragging down the stream? Like, do we need to put this on? I'm going to put mine on blue, like, airplane mode just in case.
Yeah.
Turn off that Wi-Fi, take off
free
the
up the
Bluetooth.
Free up the freeways.
Yeah, get it all.
Anyways.
All right,
So yeah.
What the hell's going on this week?
This week. It's still like kind of the dead days of summer. Dead dog days?
I think August is usually dog days of summer.
Yeah. Anyways,
Who
but
gets hit by a car.
we do have we have a handful of shoes this week that are cool and not cool. We have a pretty cool preview coming up.
I'm excited that we got an email today from Polar.
Yeah. We'll be reviewing some new Polar products soon. Which I've actually reviewed one or two of their watches in the past. And
What was it? The 430?
430, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Which actually was a really good watch, like accuracy wise. It was very accurate.
User friendly?
Wasn't my favorite. It was very basic, but it was pretty cheap watch. So.
Well, hopefully they've addressed that.
Yeah, we'll see. But so shoe reviews this week. We only had I think like 3 shoe reviews go up this week. Kind of
only.
Only. I mean, I think it's pretty good. But some weeks we have like 6.
Yeah.
But
and next week we got some power hitters.
Oh yeah, heavy hitters next week.
Power hitters next week.
You know that. You know that swoosh.
I'm not even gonna tell you.
That swoosh life.
I can't even tell. I was gonna say I'm not even gonna tell you, but yeah.
You probably
it's gonna be a Nike shoe. Yeah.
Anyways, but
Buffering's not good.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll work through it. We'll see.
Yeah. It's funny. We tested this before we
Yeah.
started, so this is not like something we actually tested the stream and it's a good stream. And everything was working. Do you think it changed like from 1080 to 720?
No,
Do you think it made the switch?
We did a full.
It's back to good. But
It's back to good. Let's roll.
Yeah. So
all right.
like
so
I said,
everything we just said, forget about it.
We're working through it, so we'll just see how it looks at the end. If it sucks, it sucks. But we're trying to get better. So hopefully
every week get better is our motto.
Yeah.
I think that's our whole thing in general. Is trying to get better every week.
Yeah. So that's all we can do.
Yeah.
Anyways, so for this week, one of the shoes that we reviewed was the On Cloudstratus. I reviewed it. This is my 4th On shoe I've tried in the last year, and I want to love this shoe. I want to love this company. I mean, this is I like this shoe. I think it looks cool.
The design is
I
awesome.
think it's a cool design. It's very polarizing. Some people love it or hate it.
I think it's like people buy into it and then they're like, I gotta love it because I spent $180 on it.
Yeah, this is which, by the way, $180 is crazy.
I think it's getting crazy. Like even like we're gonna talk about the Turbo next week, and $180 for the Turbo I think is pretty extreme, especially when you can get that regular Pegasus for what is it, 110, 120?
Yeah, I mean,
and you go up to 180, and I'm like 180, man. I better get something really special.
Yeah. So, and this looks special. I mean, it has 20 eyelets on it, which is kind of cool. It's very
20.
Yeah. So I was trying to figure out what these actually did. These little things in the front here. So, which someone said they help pull it up so you kind of get more of a roll off.
You mean like a toe spring? Helps with toe spring?
Yeah, which I guess
that would be great. That your ankle helps give you toe spring. That won't hurt you at all.
Yeah,
it won't cause an injury.
But
let me tie a cord to your ankle so your toe sticks up.
But Anyways, I did like this more than the other On shoes I've run in, like the Cloud Swift, like destroyed my legs. It was
What
felt
made
like
this
running
better?
on
Was it a little
plywood.
softer?
Yeah, it has more cushion, which has this like dual layer of Cloud Tech, which is kind of new for On. Usually it's just like.
I mean, you
Cloud
can
Pods.
grab another On and show them.
Where is?
I mean, I got Ons up there, don't I?
Where are they? We do have some.
Oh, here's one.
Okay.
All right, this was actually of the Ons I've run in. This was my favorite.
And so that's one I haven't run in yet.
It's not that great.
Okay. But anyways,
It's not.
Is that the
It's not
Cloud?
that it's
Is
not.
that the Flow?
I think this one is the Cloud Time of the Month.
Okay.
No, it doesn't even say on here. I forget which one this one is. I think it is Cloud Flow.
Okay.
But like you can see, hold up the thing. Can you see? Can you see the difference between the two midsoles there? Like this one's just kind of like a U shape, and those are like a honeycomb.
Yeah.
Anyway, U-shaped cushioning, honeycomb shaped cushioning. Reason I like this one is it actually isn't that heavy. So feel this.
No, it's light. It's definitely a good shoe.
Like compared to you, Robbie, what size shoe is that?
So this is a 7.5 and it weighed 10.6 ounces.
Oy.
So it's a little, and it's not technically a stability shoe. It has some stability because it's more of a rigid upper.
But let's just go back for a second.
Yeah.
It's size 7.5,
Yeah.
10 point
Yeah,
what?
I have a small
10.8.
It's 10.6.
10.6 ounces. I would translate that to a size 10.5. That's got to at least be 2 more ounces.
Well, yeah, I think on the spec sheet it was like 11.1 ounces for a size 9.
Ooh.
So it's
So
pretty
it's
heavy.
it's over 12 ounces.
And I always
for-
feel like it's much heavier just because of the sole feels so heavy. Like, there's so much going on here. You got the rubber, you got this.
You have that plate.
And you have this speed board, which drives me crazy.
Yeah. And everybody, anytime we get a shoe from a company, it's real heavy. They're like, well, it makes up for it in the cushioning and the efficiency of the stride.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Which, I mean, hey, if you're a European traveler, you're probably going to like this shoe.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's
Or
very
if you're like try bicycles and you're like, I gotta have something unusual so that when I step up to the line, people are like, what is that?
What is that? Hey, you get that. I mean, you get that. What is that thing from it? And I will say, the guy who just won Battle Water 135 ran in On.
Yeah, and when he finished, they were like, what are those?
So I could be the crazy one. So it's just my opinion. Just one reviewer's opinion.
Well, I mean, the reason why Robbie gets all the On shoes now is because
Nobody else.
I don't want to. I don't want to test them. Robbie's still gonna go though. Like this is the challenge to On. Like Robbie wants to love your shoe. We think that the design is incredible. The quality of the shoe is top notch. Send us a shoe that Robbie loves.
Yes, please.
If you want our help, we'll just.
And
tell you.
I love that they're like willing to take risks and do some things that other people aren't doing. That's
Yeah.
cool.
That is cool.
So whatever. Anyways, we also reviewed the Ultra Escalante, which we kind of like covered here a couple times when Jared brought it in. It was very bright blue. Like,
Yeah.
it blew out the pixels on the screen.
Made Jarrett look like a Smurf,
Yeah.
like a Hawaiian Smurf.
Yep. Oh, wow. Because he's always running on the beach.
Yeah.
And then there's.
If Jarrett's out there, we love you, kid.
Yeah. Keep running on that beach.
Send the postcard,
Send us beach pics.
and then next week come and be on the show.
Yeah. And then we also did the Solomon Supercross, not the Speed Cross. Which is like kind of a more stripped down version of the Speed Cross trail shoe. Matt.
You know what it is? It's the entry level.
Yeah, basically. Matt really liked it, and he's does some legit trail running, so he.
Yeah, hardcore.
And it's only like $110. Like,
yeah,
that's not bad. So
trail runners on a budget want a slick ass shoe.
yeah,
I can't say that word.
Apparently,
slick shoe.
Apparently, that's also what French tourists wear. That's according to Matt in New York City. They love
the French.
They love the Solomon.
Solomon.
So, oui.
We love the Solomon.
But anyways, so check out the site for those reviews. And then we got in a nice little treat this week, which we're allowed to show, and we're not allowed to give an in-depth
You
review.
can't give the in-depth review, but we can show you the Max Road 4. Now, they're saying we can't give the in-depth review because they want to wait until the release, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But, we won't give you in-depth. It's a running shoe. Lots of hyperburst cushioning.
Yeah, which we can say.
Yeah, it's got an upper, which we can also mention.
Actually, I put the specs on Instagram.
Yeah.
Because we're allowed to say this. We are allowed to
to say the specs. And you can check out the Instagram photos of Robbie tying one of these
Yeah.
as well.
I know how to tie my shoes.
It's actually a pretty epic photo. And you know what? We try to give you good quality Instagram content.
Mm-hmm.
Good pictures.
So
Shoe leaks.
it's actually weighs 8.4 ounces for a men's size 9. 6mm drop. Has the Hyperburst.
So if you liked the Razor, you ran the Razor, you like Hyperburst. If you ran the Speed Elite, you like Hyperburst.
If you run.
If you run in this, you're gonna like Hyperburst. Hyperburst is a really nice material to use for a midsole. I think it's, of the foams that are out there, I think my 3 favorites right now are gonna be some of the Nike foams and the Hyperburst.
By some of the Nike foams, he means Joyride.
Yeah. The Hyperburst, and then I would go with, I'm really digging the New Balance Fuel Cell.
All right.
I ran again in the Rebel this week, and I was like, these are awesome. I did my 12 times 400 repeats in the Rebel. I really like it.
Nice.
The only one thing I noticed from it, I could use a little more pop off the toe, but other than that, solid shoe.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's our visual preview of the
Yeah.
Skechers Max Road 4 Hyper.
Does anybody have any questions about the Max Road Hyper, Meg?
No?
Not about that shoe, no.
We are getting like 4 other Skechers models in. Actually, Adrian.
Do you know when it drops?
It's
Mid-August?
no. We kind of know, but it's supposed to be early fall,
Early fall.
so not August.
Would you
Not
use
not
the-
August, not October.
It's weird because fall technically starts September 21st, so
So it's early, late summer.
I don't know.
I'd say late summerish.
Maybe.
Would you use the Max Road as your number 1 recovery choice shoe?
I don't know. I need more runs, and I've only done one 6-mile run in it so far.
Same.
I would compare it to, say, the Clifton. I'm more familiar with the Clifton. I put more miles in, and I really like running in the Clifton. So we'll see if this can, like,
Do
take
the
that
same
spot.
thing.
Yeah. But right now, like, if you said, hey, well, I guess maybe, I'm debating. I have a 16-mile run tomorrow, and like, do I wear these? I was getting a little rubbing from the heel collar here,
Okay.
but I could just wear longer socks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do that.
I don't know.
Well,
Might
our
want something that feels
full
fast.
thoughts will be out in like 2 weeks. So.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely. And then we also got some. You might notice my hoodie here.
Thomas is ready to. He's ready to spar.
Cody, when he first got on, said Thomas looking like he's entering a match.
That's
He is.
it. I am. I'm going.
Every week when we do the
Boxing.
drop, we feel like we're entering a boxing match.
But these are from our buddy
With YouTube
at
live stream.
Love the Pain. So make sure you follow them on Instagram. They also made us a killer,
Very nice singlet.
very nice singlet.
Yeah,
And
which, those of you out there, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think we should do a mass production run?
Yeah, should we have a Team Believe in the Run kit, because it's pretty cool. Love the Pain logo on the back here. The mesh on this is super cool. It's like,
Yeah.
Can you see it, Meg? If I hold this up, can you see kind of like the air holes in it?
It's probably
Yeah.
someone on.
It's pretty slick. And so we got that one. Of course, you guys know the crew we run with is the Faster Bastards, Baltimore City. So he threw in a Love the Pain jersey for us, or a singlet for that. And then, like, if you see his Instagram, they do a lot of wild stuff. They're Southern California. They do a lot of fun, like, bright stuff.
Pretty crazy.
So, like, here's like one of their regular,
Yeah.
their
That's cool.
singlets. And I do think it's cool. They do a lot of cycling kits. So if you need like a bib or a cycling jersey, they have some really cool stuff.
Love the Pain. Check them out.
Love the Pain. All made in the U.S. here in the country.
Yeah.
So that's
People
good.
seem to like it. They think you should order.
All right.
All right.
We might have to do a little run. I mean, the hats went well.
Yeah, don't forget
We will be coming back.
We're doing a limited run of the Believe in the Run hat. It'll be like this one, but it'll have pink stripes, match your Vaporflies for this fall, and we're going to take $3 from every hat sale.
That's 3.
$3, and we're donating it to the Donna Foundation for breast cancer. They do, not only do they help with research with the Mayo Clinic, They also
assist families who are, kind of going...
Can't pay your bill because you're sick and you're working, you can't get to work. These are problems, they're side problems that people don't think about with cancer and breast cancer. These people they're sick and it's hard to work. It's hard to take care of their financial needs, and the Donna Foundation will step in and help people. So we're going to put those on pre-order. I'll put something up this week, and if you want one of the hats, they are going to sell out. We've sold out every time we ordered this one. It sold out. So we're going to put a limited edition out there. I think I ordered like 100.
Yeah.
But we're going to send one to all the reviewers on the Believe in the Run team for free, of course. And we'll still donate $3 for every one of those to the Donna Foundation. And, some of our friends will probably get a couple. But other than that, so there's probably going to be only around 80 of them.
80, 85,
and then so you're going to want to jump on the pre-order because they're going to go. Yeah.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Caught me off guard. All right, so that's kind of the shoes that we got for this week. As far as other gear, I think we don't have anything really new, but we do. If you got the drop email, which went out about half an hour ago, we did talk about a couple of things in the news this week, mainly the obstacle course racing tri-world, some stuff going on there.
People who do burpees are crying right now.
Yeah, there's some turmoil in the scene.
Yeah,
I feel like there's a shift where it's the last 4 years. It's been like this rotating shift of like people leaving like road racing, then going to like maybe some obstacle course racing, then people leaving like try and doing the same thing, and now I feel like it's coming back towards running maybe.
Well,
like,
my feeling always is it's like kind of like a one and done experience. Like you've done one color run.
Well, yeah, right.
You don't need to go do another.
Well, that's the
that
thing.
was his first race, by the way.
Yeah, which we talked about in the last episode. 35 minutes. Well, we talked about the Warrior Dash is the one that went under, which they're a 3 mile fun run. Like there's no time.
That was the one you got like a plastic helmet or something at the end, like a Viking helmet or something.
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know. Anyways, they were one of the first ones. They started like 2009.
Yeah.
And they basically just went under. So some of their events are being wrapped up by Spartan. Other races are saying you can do ours for free if you transfer your registration.
Yeah.
But because I feel like there's a lot of them. But you're right. It's a one and done. Like who wants to just go on a 3 mile mud?
Well, there are people that I guess they did something smart where they had the championships. So like if you do a Spartan,
well, Spartan's smart about right.
You can go.
Yeah.
What's the other one? What's the orange one?
Tough Mudder.
Tough Mudder.
Yeah.
They have like a following, but I think you're also seeing, and I'm wondering if this is what's going to happen, is the same excitement for like those CrossFit gyms.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if you do CrossFit, a Tough Mudder, and a Warrior Dash, that's where they funnel you. Like,
for sure.
I'm doing CrossFit. How do I show off my strength and my...
Well, they have like the CrossFit Games, but it's also like very insular, so I feel like...
So that's where it went. So I'm wondering, is how is CrossFit doing? Is CrossFit killing it still, or is it dropping? Because I feel like they feed each other.
I try to avoid CrossFit talk as much as humanly possible.
How do you do that? Do you just not know anybody in CrossFit?
Yeah, I just, as soon as they mention it, I cut them off from my life. You're out.
Yeah. Oh, you're doing CrossFit now?
Yeah. Well, we used to be friends.
Yeah. Box jump over there.
Yeah. Speaking of, Thomas, we're literally our mic and shoes are on a box.
Yeah. We do CrossFit Light here at the house.
Yeah. Sure you do. So I'm out of Believe in Run now.
Yeah, it's not even CrossFit. It really is. Honestly, you want to know, and if anybody knows it, Megan does Kayla Itzing, which is kind of like a body weight workout thing.
Yeah.
And I just do it because she has the plan. And I also watch The Bachelor because Megan watches The Bachelor. So
there's no interest in it for me.
My body is looking like a young woman's body.
But you've done, well, not much has changed.
Cody wants to know if either of you guys have done a Spartan or a similar race type.
You know, someone tried to talk me into it, and I signed up for it. I gave them my money, and then it was like a half an hour drive away. I was just like, nah, I'm not going to go.
Yeah, so I guess full disclosure, I have not, but it's they're way more fit than I am. I would say if you're good at those events, I'm just judging you because you're way better than me.
Yeah. I think it has a stereotype a little bit of like a Camaro.
Yeah.
You know, it's like they should have like the sound of an engine turning over.
Yeah.
At the beginning of every
like Billy from
CrossFit.
Stranger Things, just like peeling out, like listening to some
exactly. Like Billy definitely would have been that guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that I mean, it's kind of sad you don't like to see it go, but I think the appeal, at least the appeal for me with running, is, and I think this is why people fluctuate back and forth from trail running to road running. Road running is pure numbers. Like, okay, you run this race.
Yeah.
For mostly, you know, there's hard marathons and there's flatter marathons, but it's still 26.2 miles. Your time is going to be similar on those courses, and it really can kind of, you can check your level of where you are and kind of measure yourself up.
Right.
And I feel like that's why sometimes people go to trail running, is because it's a lot less about that. It's more like it's running, but
it's like more of an experience.
and you can't, I can't, if somebody doing a 10-mile run on one off-road course versus a technical trail, like you can't compare apples to apples. Like I see people's results from trail runs and I'm like, I don't know, was 12-minute mile a good pace on that or not?
Yeah,
you know.
especially because the courses change so much. Like,
Yeah.
Depending where you're at.
But you can look at a marathon, a 5K, and you go, okay, that's
Right.
That's where the pace. Yeah, that's I can tell where my pace should be. But that's why I think OCR. You know, it's like people now either want you like, how do you measure your success there?
Right. I mean, I guess the Spartan is more regiment. Like they have, you know what you're gonna expect, and you kind of can compete against other people and get to those different.
They have a
levels.
whole point system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like super competitive.
Right. So that makes sense, and that honestly, that's why they're so successful, because
Yeah.
you can't just do a fun run and expect it to go on.
Well, didn't Spartan also get money from CBS or NBC or whatever?
Tough Mudder did.
That was Tough
they
Mudder.
had a CBS sponsorship. Yeah.
Okay. I just remember I thought there was a TV show.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a TV show? Anybody out there know if there was a TV show for one of these?
There was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, so kind of related but not really, is that Wanda Sports, which owns Rock and Roll Series and Iron Man,
Yeah.
they like debuted in the stock market this week, and belly flopped
Yeah.
straight into the water.
One of the worst IPOs in a while.
The second worst in 2019. So, and which, like, so I did a little bit of research more into just like seeing where the triathlon's at, you know, like.
Well, triathlons have been struggling.
And they've been down 25% over the last, I think, like 4 years, so, which is a lot.
Again, I'll say that's
30 million.
it's an expensive sport and it takes a lot of time. Like I would like to at some point maybe attempt the Ironman, and the thing is, like right now I just don't have enough time. Like it's like, okay, you got to get your long run in, you got to get a long cycling in, you got to get to a pool and be swimming, and do all that. It's a lot, and then the expense, like
it's insane. What like some of the races cost,
you gotta,
$800.
Yeah, you got to be able to buy on shoes. And
yeah, that's not even counting the race fees.
Yeah.
On shoot. Yeah, exactly. Anyways, but that's one of the things they talked about, the price, cost, and then the accessibility of it. Like, let's be honest, Ironmans are an elitist event. Like the median income of an Ironman participant, $100,000. That's insane. Median household income. Medium.
Like you feel, I would assume, like if you pull up and you're wearing like, you're not an aero suit and your helmet's not like an aero helmet, and your bike isn't like the Porsche of bicycles, that you're probably like, what am I doing here?
How awesome would it be if you just did like an Ironman in like complete shitty gear,
like with a BMX bike and crushed everybody,
or single speed?
I would be the best. Like, that's our challenge to somebody out there. Sign up for an Ironman and just crush it like
single speed.
Yeah, what shoe would you put them in?
Obviously, Vibram 550.
That's just cruel. I don't know, like maybe like a DSW Nike or something. Like
Air Monarchs.
Air Monarchs would be a good one.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, swimming, you don't even wear goggles. You just eyeball it and stuff. Like let the water.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty incredible.
But anyways, so
somebody out there do it.
So yeah, and I don't know, the rock. I've done 2 rock and roll races, and they were cool, but like also like very corporate-y feeling.
Yeah.
Like the after party, it was like I think I did get 2 beer tickets, but it was from Mick Ultra. Like,
Yeah.
what is that trash? Like, come on.
I like a Mick Ultra every once in a while.
Whatever.
When I'm doing my box jumps.
I mean, it's not the worst, but I want other options.
Yeah.
Like, give me something else. Like,
Well, that's I do think that it is such a there's some character missing from the rock and roll. What was interesting when it first started, the whole thing was that it had this character. It was like a fun party event where they brought you together. There was music on the course, and great locations. So I ran one in Arizona, and I guess it wasn't quite a rock and roll by that time, but the DC marathon.
Yeah.
But the Arizona one, like, I actually had a good time, but it wasn't different than any other. Like, it wasn't like a different event. It was just like, it wasn't unique to Arizona. It was like, here's our arch, here's our Brooks sponsored packet pickup expo, and then it was like, it's just so cleanly organized and done that the character is a little bit out of it, but I mean, I had a good time.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad, but also the cost for those were like pretty
steep. And they got rid of, what really started driving those down is when they got rid of, they used to do elite, they had like prize money.
Oh, right.
So like,
that's right. Yeah.
It was a different, I think as soon as they took the prize money out, and I do think the branding of Brooks, like Run Happy, kind of like, hey everybody, come in and
took the edge off it.
Yeah, you're trying to make money, so
Yeah.
I get it. The more runners, walkers, whatever you can get into an event, the better.
Yeah.
But when you take that edge off and just like, hey, we're all gonna do a 5-hour marathon.
Yeah.
It's kind of not as exciting as, say, an event like New York or Chicago or one of the others. So, I mean, I think it's a challenge for them.
Yeah. Speaking about taking the edge off, I drank like 2 too many beers last night.
Why is that?
I was at the...
Did you go first Thursday?
Yeah, first Thursday. Yeah. And then we went to the Regal Beagle afterwards.
I thought... So the Regal Beagle is open?
Yeah, it's cool.
Local?
Had a couple
Baltimore stuff.
Had 2 Tecates in the evening, which is nice. I mean, I was feeling great at the time. I just had a headache today.
No, Kimmy was able to go?
No.
But
I didn't. No, I went. I put the kids to bed, then I went afterwards. So I didn't get to like 8:30. So.
Okay. Wow. I think I went to
That's when
bed
you went
at
to bed.
8:30. Yeah. Maybe we were in bed at 8:30, right?
Dude, I didn't get to bed till like midnight.
Okay. And just in case you didn't know, Meg and I are married, so.
It's not. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anything else that we got going on this week?
Let's take some questions from the
Are
audience.
there any questions out there?
Hey, how's the quality? How's the sound?
Right now it's as bad. It just keeps
Is it?
going in from good and bad.
Okay. Well, we'll analyze it and figure it out further. Thanks for watching.
I don't know if Natalie is still on, but early on she asked, what is your favorite long run shoe right now? If you had to pick 1 or 2.
That's a tough one. So yeah, it's like as soon as they go out of my head when I move on to the next shoe to review.
Is it the
I
Clifton?
You know what? I really liked running in the Turbo 2. The Pegasus Turbo 2. The last couple long runs I really enjoyed the shoe. I did like running in the Clifton 6. So, I mean, those are 2 wildly different shoes. Let me look. Yeah, I would say right now those would probably be my 2, but if I was going to go fast or try to go fast.
Yeah. So nothing to do with the long run.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to run long in those.
Oh, yeah,
eventually.
at some point.
Yeah, but yeah, Turbo. Turbo's fun. It's nice. The cushion is good. I feel like it broke in over time. Felt a little better. So maybe this guy, if I wanted a little less cushioning, Clifton. If I wanted more cushioning, might try this guy out tomorrow and let you know.
Actually, I am running this a bit right now.
I like it.
Which is the Adidas Solar Boost.
When are you going to do the review for that?
Probably in the next week.
All right. Boost!
It's been out for a little bit, but
I don't know if you've seen the...
It's nice and comfortable, like a good, just longer, easy run type shoe.
This is the previous version.
Yep. Which
I thought it was a good shoe. It's a little heavy, but good shoe. And I love the Ultra Boost 19.
So
boom, there you go. Got it.
This is a good question. Big news week for Baltimore. This is from Wes.
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts on the Baltimore Marathon? Worth a spot on the list?
Yes.
Plus, you get to hang out with all of us.
True.
So
we'll hang out with you for real.
Faster Bastards will be there in force. And
so we're not just saying that because we are from here. It actually is an awesome race. Like, it really is. And the spectators are super cool.
And what about the finishing beers?
The finishing beers, Dogfish Head, Sequence Ale, delicious. And it's like the after party, which is really the most important part, is right on the water of Baltimore in the Inner Harbor.
I love the new finish line because you run right down Pratt Street, right to the finish, and it ends right in the harbor, which is our tourist location.
Just chill out and hang out.
Yeah, it's nice. The weather has been fantastic the last couple of years, and
it is a hilly course, so make sure if you are going to run.
Yeah, is it Wes?
Mm-hmm.
Wes, what distance are you thinking you want to run?
Well, you said Baltimore Marathon.
Oh,
okay,
so full distance.
Yeah.
So here's the it starts off a little hilly. It smooths out. There's a downhill section after, I'd say it's about mile 6 that it starts coming back downtown, and it's smooth. You kick back out, and the second half going up to Lake Montebello is a challenging section. This is a challenging marathon, but it's rewarding because I feel like the ups and downs, and
it's cool. You see, like, it takes you to the Maryland Zoo where they actually like bring out the penguins, which is pretty cool. Their spectators are awesome. If you like break down, you can just drink a beer somewhere because everybody has beers and like mimosas. Dude, I drank a mimosa at like mile 3 last year of the half.
That's a mistake.
Was it? Because I PR by 4 minutes in that race. Because I was doing the easy run. I was like, damn, I feel pretty good. So I just like kept going and going. And I was like, oh, now you just got a 4 minute PR.
Look at this. Psychological. He went in.
So I don't know. It worked.
Yeah. I like it.
Okay, Cody said you asked about smaller brands this week. What's one that caught your eye and the one you're pumped to review?
Oh, well, so we did actually get a connection with Territory Run Company yesterday. So they're going to be sending us some stuff, which I am actually stoked about them because they're out in...
Do you feel that's more of a lifestyle brand, though? Like, it seemed like...
I mean, it is, yeah, but it's like... But they have some cool stuff with, like, good design.
Cool.
So, I mean, it's a cool running company. They're more like trail running, I think. Yeah. That's... First time I heard of them was during the Trail Running Film Fest, but... Yeah. Anyways, Territory is one. What's another one? Well, that one that Jared. What's that? That's anyways.
Oh, are you talking about Spybelt?
Oh yeah, Spybelt. That's one. So we're gonna start working with them, getting some product in.
They have that. What I like about what they're doing is they kind of had like a stale product a little bit. Like you had their stuff, and they're kind of coming out with some. They're taking advantage of like some of the hip stuff out there right now, and they're kind of incorporating it into the product. Yeah, kind of giving it a refresh.
The designs are looking pretty fresh, and the fanny pack type thing is in style now again. Yeah. And I've seen it a lot in Baltimore. Have you seen it? The sling, yeah. Like I don't know, everyone's doing that these days. No, just general. But I mean, you can transition it to when you're hanging out at Coachella.
Yeah, Iron Man. No, not Burning Man. Their stock is way up. I think I would like to try some more CBD oil companies.
Yeah, I've actually been taking some CBD capsules from Mad Ritual, which is like we've reviewed before, and I've been doing like the daytime and nighttime ones. And I gotta say, I feel like they've like actually made a pretty good difference. I just feel like more relaxed, like kind of the nagging injuries I've had feel a little better.
I did a brand that was sold at Canton Integrative, the little place that you can do the cryo and salt therapy and oxygen therapy. Yeah. I forget the name. I think it was Mary's something. And I took it before bed, and I think it really helped. I miss it, but it's so expensive.
Dude, it's ridiculous expensive. Yeah. Like
$80 for a little dropper.
I mean, that lasts like maybe a month if you're like 3 weeks. Like that's I mean, it'll come down once it's legal. Once it's becomes more the mainstream.
I mean, we got to start thinking about our holiday issue and it's going to be around the corner where we're going to have to recommend products for people to buy. Yeah. So we got some Jaybird headphones coming in. That's a new model.
Yeah. So see how those are too.
See how they stack up to the Power Beats.
The Clifton or the Rincon?
Rincon. Rincon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one?
I mean, I started off, when I first started running the Rincon, I was like, this is the best. This is what Hoka Clifton needed to be. It's a lower stack. It's a little faster feeling. The upper's fantastic. But then I ran the Clifton 6 and I was like, this is really good because it's really stable and it's cushioned and it feels good long. I mean, while they're very similar, like it's really hard for me to choose between them. And it's weird that the Rincon over time softened up and I actually like it a little firmer. I wish it was like just a touch firmer. But yeah, I mean, if you can get them both, get them both. If you can't, I would go Clifton.
Okay.
What's your weekly mileage?
I'm at 40 miles a week right now, and that's down. It used to be averaged around 50 miles a week, but since I'm getting older and I'm working with my coach Dave Ames, we cut the mileage down to around 40 miles a week. As I start ramping up for the marathon, obviously it'll get higher. So I'll probably, but it keeps me right around there. Like I think my big weeks are like 50 to 60. I think I get up into the 60s towards peak marathon training, but for the most part, like over the year, I'll probably be average 40.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably at I was after that 50 miler, I was like still gradually coming back. But I'm starting to feel pretty good. So I'm more like just getting into like 25-mile range, going up to like 40. I'm not running a marathon this fall though, so.
Not?
Yeah.
But you're running the Harrisburg Half.
Yeah, I'm running that,
Yeah.
so that's good. That's
Yeah.
another great race, by the way, Harrisburg Half Marathon.
And then
underrated in Central PA.
We'll be doing that. And Megan sitting on the floor probably does more miles than any of us.
Combined.
Yeah. What are you averaging right now? Megan 60, 70?
60, 70.
Megan's averaging
So literally,
60, 70
she's doing more than
miles
us
per
combined.
Yeah. You'd think two of us. But, I mean, I used to pride myself on my miles, and it was really important to me how many miles I got. And I still get a pinch every once in a while where I see that my mileage is a little bit lower, but I've been running, knock on wood, healthy for the last 2 years.
Can't put a price on that.
And I'm like, okay. Because it was last year was normally I was at 3,000 miles for the year for like consecutive years. I was like, boom, 3,000. And last year I was at just a little bit over 2,000. I think, and if I recall correctly. And this year I'll probably be right around there. And I'm doing some cycling and stuff to add to it. So I mean, between a 30-mile, hopefully every week, 30-mile bike ride if I get out with the guys, and then I've been doing some on the trainer. So yeah,
Cool.
but I'm less concerned about it as long as I'm running well and feel good.
Okay, Bruno has a question. Razor 3 or Rebel for a half? Which one has more cushioning? I tried the Razor and missed a bit of cushion after 10 miles. Is the Rebel better in that case?
Yeah.
For sure.
The Rebel has a little bit of cushion. That fuel cell is a little softer. You can kind of see it like the Rebel gets a little bit of the creasing similar to like some of the Nike foams that are a little lighter. Yeah, you can see some of the crease in here in this material. The foam is light, it's cushiony. You've got full rubber coverage on the toe. It's got a little denser pocket of the fuel cell here, but I would say I ran a half in the Razor 3 and I know what you're talking about. Towards the end, my feet were feeling a little bit beat up. I think you could easily do a half in the fuel cell and feel comfortable the whole time.
Cool. Any other questions?
That's it.
All right. Well, yeah, that's pretty
It does
good.
it. 40 minutes is good enough.
I think that's a good.
Oh wait, one last question.
Okay.
Shoes last for how many miles for most shoes?
I mean, 300. I my rule of thumb was recycle at 300, like get a new pair. And even if they're not worn out, I wanted a new pair anyway because I'm tired of running in a shoe.
Yeah, and you can kind of feel when it's starting to go dead or when your legs are starting to feel more tired. So
yeah. But I think I like switching up shoes anyway.
Yeah.
Obviously. So if you can have two shoes go at the same time,
Yeah.
that I think is the best.
Yeah. Plus, it allows your foot your muscles to do
Muscle infusion.
some different.
Also, I haven't been mentioning any of the comments or questions that Jameson Michael's been throwing out
Oh,
there.
okay.
throughout the whole
Totally
thing,
fine.
so.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Jameson.
We'll answer those. Never.
What's up, buddy? All right. And
Okay.
no Jared today?
No, he texted you. He's out doing something.
Okay. Probably running on the beach.
Jared.
Probably.
I'm gonna take that engagement ring back
Oh.
from Allie.
Okay. So that wraps it up for this week. Remember to subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on Instagram and like us on Facebook. All of those things. And also subscribe to our weekly email, which is the drop, which precedes this show by a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's right in the video below.
Yeah, and feel free to message us on Believe in the Run anytime. Join that private group.
Yeah, check us out on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, send us a message. Ask us a question.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.
Don't stop it, right?
No.